Yeah, this will be, I guess, part two of our episode. Yeah, sorry about some technical difficulties there. We're just resuming the recording here. So, we just mentioned the last question is that um, how would you break into the metaverse movement and give some suggestions? For example, you can start to look at Decentraland, where it will be a place where you can purchase, invest, virtual land. And Ed, would you mind just maybe keep the continuing conversation?
I mean, I'm just as ignorant as anyone else. Roger, what do you think? Where would you start?
Uh, yeah, for me, I think for Metaverse, I think it would be quite important for people just to maybe first read a few of the white papers, like the Bitcoin or the Ethereum white papers. Those just to get some basic understanding. I mean, if you are someone who are just try to spend money to buy some coins, buy some virtual assets, and try to wait for them to like appreciate and make a profit, then I mean, you probably don't even need any knowledge about metaverse. It's essentially just kind of buying a random stock on the stock market. Probably just need some like very brief like due diligence research. But if you really want to dig into the technology part and maybe do some of your own development, I think it'd be quite necessary just to do a few like those Web3 and smart contract tutorials online. I think those videos now are everywhere, and yeah, it looks like they've really made the technology accessible to everyone. Like you can just code it on your own laptop and run it on your own machine. So I think the good thing about this like Web3 metaverse movement is that you know technology barrier is just much lower than even 5 years ago. Like as long as you have a browser, you can pretty much do anything. Um, yeah, would be interesting also to hear from you, Ed. What are some of the interesting things you've done to learn more about metaverse or maybe Web3?
I'd say step one in the early days is get on the Discords. Get on Twitter. Um, Follow Coinbase. Start there. If you know absolutely nothing about crypto Web3, follow Alexis Ohanian, people who are crypto investors, and follow anyone on Twitter you see with the monkey as their profile picture. I think those go down the rabbit hole, follow them, find their companies, join those Discords, even if you don't own the coin, even if you don't use their platform. There's a lot of community out there, and the website buildspace.so, put a plug in for Farza. He's doing wonders for democratizing dev for Web3. So it's pretty easy, as Roger said. I mean, Roger, that's so spot on. Like the barriers to entry are getting lower, and we're all.
Yeah, sounds great. I think that pretty much concludes our shows. Yeah, since we know that we only have maybe one or two people hanging out in the room before, and now I think we can probably just close the room and end the episode soon. But if you have any questions, feel free to just leave a comment on these episodes, and Ed and I will make sure to answer those. Or I also put our Twitter handles on the show notes. So if you want to ask more like a private question, yeah, feel free just to DM us through Twitter or the calling app. Yeah, but thank you, Ed, again for your time and your great explanation of the Facebook event and also your suggestions. Definitely looking forward to doing more future episodes with you. And thank you to our audience. We hope you all have a good night. Thank you. Bye bye.